Hey there, folks. This is Ron. Back in this man cave. I got a beer for you to showcase today. I was going to try to do another one outside, but it's very windy here today. This is the beer I'm going to showcase. It's Big Elm Brewing. Started in 2012. It's out of Sheffield, Massachusetts, out in the Berkshires, out in the western part of the state, over near New York, Massachusetts line. Sheffield, Mass. This is a 5 ABV beer. It's got, for the malt, and it's got Golden American. It's got lager malt. It's got 2-rolled barley. Got corn grits in it. The hops are the noble hops, and some lager yeast is in it. And they do a long cold fermentation, which, I mean, it's always colder temperatures when you do bottom yeast fermenting in your lagers. It's always cooler. This is brewed and canned in the Berkshires, right in Sheffield. I do all the canning. I'm trying to read what they say here, and Get Caught Reading Month. Okay, so they're donating. It's called Get Caught Reading Month. They donate to the Bushnell Library in Sheffield. So they call it Get Caught Reading Month, which reading is a good thing. I like to read. After I do this, I'm going to do some reading. My wife, my loving wife, I should say, gets these magazines. They're good magazines she gets, a number of them that I read, and I'll enjoy that after. And I will be sitting here with my margarita. I won't taste I won't have any right now. I don't want to anyway corrupt my taste buds for the beer. We'll have some nice water. That is good. That is good. We're back. This is the beer. American Lager, Big Elm Brewing Company. They actually first started in 2005 with the brew pub. They started back then, the Brew Works. Pittsfield Brew Works was initially what they started. Bill and Christine. Again, Bill and Christine started back in 2005 with the Pittsfield Brew Works. And they've done good. Again, this is a 5-point ABV beer. Golden American hops. And now, with no further ado, let's try it. I got my glass. I was going to use the Merrimack Ale glass that I got. I like that glass. But I want to go to a taller glass. They say the taller glass, how the carbonation goes up, is good for the flavor of the beer. But this is Blue Moon. This isn't my glass. This is one of my sons, the oldest. He's out in California right now. He went out there with his girlfriend and some friends of theirs and cousin, and they're having a good time out in California visiting, so it's a good vacation. But I guess this is 20th. I don't know what the 20 means. Maybe they've been in business for 20 years. This is the we're going to use, and this is the beer. That's interesting. I want to see what information they have. They have that it's a date on this. I've been looking for that lately, having a canned date or born-on date or Best By date. Kind of like the Best By date or the canned. I mean, when they say born-on date, what does the born-on date mean? The day it was bottled or canned, or the day they started the brew, it was born, or the day it was finished. Well, I don't see any dates on this, so but I'm not gonna complain about that. Well, crack it open. If there's any water vapors in it. Well, it looks nice. Carbonation is good. Look at that carbonation swirling. Look at it. Swirling. Got a big head on it. I don't know. 2.5 inches, 3 fingers, 3.5 fingers, depending if the size fingers you got. If it's little fingers, could be 6 fingers. My fingers, that's 3. If it was a girl, there'd probably be 2. And anyways, little kids probably be like I say, 6 fingers. Set that aside. What I want to show, because I'm going again with the baseball theme. You can see I got the old hat that when I was with the family up in Cooperstown many years ago when the kids were little. We went to Cooperstown, had a really good time. I got the Red Sox shirt on. Hey, go Boston Red Sox, and the hat, as you know. I got this here. This is, I said, last Super Bowl. Instead of watching halftime, which I stopped a number of years ago, I just had to make, you know, latrine trips and go get the beers and the chips and the stuff at the halftime. That's more enjoyable. It's a sustenance you could have during the game. But this last one, I went to the house and got all my old beer cans and found a number of stuff. I just remember these bobbleheads. Here's the Yankee one. There's a few of these in the house. There's a Red Sox one. There's a few of the players. But this was big back, I think, in the beginning of the 80s, the bobblehead. I don't know who it depicts. There's no number on the back, but it's just the generic Yankee bobblehead. I kind of like it. There's a few of them, like I say, around the house. And the other thing was, this here, this was asked to see. Again, people wanted to see it. It's a baseball bat. Coors. Coors beers came in that. Adolph Coors Brewing, Golden, Colorado. And I can remember buying this back then. Someone had sent me an email of what year these came out, and I forget right now. I wish I could remember, but that's the baseball part of the baseball theme, and that's that. Oh, it looks like okay. All right, or something. I got something else. Gonna show this. I remember people collecting these. This is from 1994. And you got a bunch of kids running around the house. Things show up and here and there. Fortunately, my kids are in states out in the West. My daughter, the one that's gone to UMass Lowell, is doing real good. She's out west there in one of those hot states. And my son right now is in California. So all these kind of toys and collector's items and stuff show up. And that's part of the baseball theme. And people do collect these things. They just acquire it at my house, and there it is. Okay, the beer is, the head is precipitated. With no further ado, let's, again, I gotta say, first of all, I always digress away from, but I will try that beer. This Big Elm, that was in Sheffield, and that was 400 years old before it got the axe to it, literally. And 400 years old, and initially before Sheffield out west had a town hall, all the members of the town and the community came into town, and it was a big tree, spread out this elm tree, and it was perfect for having their meetings under, from the shade or the rain or whatever weather conditions there were at the time. They had their meetings under there, and that was their first town meetings were under the Big Elm. And so this is a tribute to that elm tree. And I can understand that. We had a tree here that was close, one of the neighbors actually, from almost 300 years, and it was part of the revolution that was growing at the Revolutionary War, I should say. It was over 300 years old when he had it tested, however they do it. But anyways, that's the tree, the Big Elm, out in Sheffield. Well, it was out in Sheffield, Mass. Like I said, the axe got to it. All right, with no further ado, I'm gonna get to the beer. Typical lager beer. Again, I enjoy my lagers. I know IPA is running amok with their beers today, and I am starting to review IPAs and drinking them and enjoying some of them. I haven't done that many, but I have to thank a couple of good beer reviewers, Drunken One and Backwoods Billy, who kind of pushed me into going with the IPA, saying what I'm missing, and they're right, you know. So got a chance to go to their channels. Drunken One has a good channel, and also Backwoods Billy, both of them good beer reviewers. Got an opportunity to go to their channel, go there. Okay, I want to taste this for get all the people mad. Again, like I said, it's got that nice flavor to it. I smell, crushing the aroma. Yep. Yep. I knew I would like that. I knew I would. It's a good beer. Good flavored beer. It has that crisp end results going down through your throat like all lagers do. You know, bottom fermented beers in a way. It is a good beer. Excuse me, with the German hops, the noble hops. They don't really specify because noble hops is a German hop, but under the umbrella of noble hops, there's a few names for their hops. People say noble hops. There's like saying the Sheffield family. There's Billy and Johnny and Michael and so forth under the name. Same with noble hops. There's a lot of other names under the name noble hops. And that's what's in here. They have a lager yeast going again for the lager beer and adds on to that aroma and that the flavors to it. Of course, got typical, which I like, lager is the corn grits that are in this. So, I got the opportunity in the region. I'm out here in the eastern part of the state, but this is from the western part. I don't know what their distance of sending their beers, distribute them, but got a chance to try it, get it, try it. I think you'll enjoy it. So that's that beer. I'm going to stay here, enjoy my margarita with my glass when I was down in Florida. Me and my loving wife, apple Annie's. And she picked these up. I always got to have something in my stomach, enjoy something. And that's the Cracker Jacks. So, no further ado, I'm getting the message. That's right, the shoutouts. The shoutouts. I like doing those. Excuse me, because I enjoy these folks. They're fine folks, and people that are on. Excuse me, beer reviews. Drunken One, Backwards Billy, Jerry Ford. I really shouldn't go on much because there's a lot of people, and I'd hate to leave out some names. There's an awful lot of folks out there. Beer by the numbers. There's a lot of them. Until I can get all of them list, those channels are good. If you get an opportunity, folks, go to them. They're very good. But also, there's a character out in Bill Records, got 1954 Ford. I've known him for a number of years. Mark. Like I like cars, I like antique cars, and I had restored an old, I tried restoring an old 1966 Diffco truck, and I wasn't too successful at it. But anyway, life sometimes takes turns, and but he has a couple of nice cars, a nice Chevy, but does good with the cars, and he's bringing to the shows. That's Mark out in Billerica, Mass, in that part of the world. They get out there and see the cars. And a gentleman or a young man that's doing good on his job, having personally talked with him, Nico, out there in Burlington, Massachusetts, which is a nice town. I do a lot of drive-throughs, Arlington, Lexington, Woburn, Burlington, Reading, Stoneham. I like filming those, and then people from other parts of the country that grew up in Stoneham, or Burlington, or Lexington, or Arlington, or Melrose. They get to see them, and they're out in probably Oregon, or probably Idaho, and grown up in this part of the country, and they get to see what the streets look like. So, and I like doing that too, and that's part of my YouTubing, is doing that. So, Burlington, I brought up Nico, he's in Burlington, and then we got another fine gentleman. He's in Woburn, and he's really into beer, and I want to throw it to him, Wally. He makes beer. I've had it a number of times. Haven't seen him in a while. But I want to thank all these folks, particularly the folks over in Lexington, going to help me with the, I forget her name right now. It's going to help me in getting the photos, and I wish I had got the name, wrote it down. But those are all the shout-outs I want to do. I enjoyed at least identifying those people and letting them, you all know that these people exist and they're out there. And you probably have your own shout-outs to some fine people. So, with that said, just have a good day. I'm going to sit here, have my margarita, some Cracker Jacks. And I just personally like to get them for the little prize that's in there. I like the prize. I go for that. And I'll do my reading. I will be here for a while. I've done my outside chores and my work that I had to do, and now I can enjoy that. Finish this fine beer. So, have a good day, folks. If you're drinking, don't drive. I want to thank all our military veterans for what you've done. Ciao.